name is Ellie. Welcome to my channel. This is my dad Joel, and this is the A-frame he and I began renovating in summer of 2020. We bought the A-frame in March of 2020, and I moved from Vermont to Oregon in June of 2020, and thus began full-time renovation. Follow the renovation with this series, and see some of the in-betweens as well. Thanks for joining in. Let's get to it. What would you say our plan for the day is?
Survival.
We just brought these in, as well as the sander.
That would be me.
Monsieur Sander.
I'm a 36 grit sander.
36 is right. I'm about 100.
Oh,
I'm a little finer.
You're the fine one.
I'm the finest.
You're the fine sander.
This little baby. But we're not going to be able to get into... Well, actually, we may be able to get closer than we think.
How close do we think?
I don't know. Does this bend back? How does this work? Probably shouldn't push it though, should I? Or does...
No.
And then finishing off the upstairs loft end. And then cleaning off the wood and everything so that we can sand it down. We're using Varathane floor finish, water-based, high traffic formula, satin, because we don't really want this to be as dark as the walls, because it kind of helps with the light. So we sanded, filled in the gaps, vacuumed about 1,000,000 times, washed it down with a damp cloth to get anything extra, and we're finally ready.
I'm diving into this floor. Now we're gonna put the finish. Got it warm in here.
To pick up some more polyurethane because we ran out. We've just finished our second coat and we have to do 4 coats because it's a water-based polyurethane. So you do thinner coats and you do more of them. I chose not to do the oil-based because I didn't want it to be as yellow. I wanted it to be lighter. I didn't want my walls to be the yellowed polyurethane, which is beautiful. It's like rich. It's a rich yellow, like it's not ugly, but I didn't want the walls and the floor to be that because it'd feel like you were in a wooden box, which kind of are, except for you're in a yellow triangle or a wooden triangle. Anywho, that is what I'm doing, and Pops is visiting a little bit with the neighbors because we don't really both have to go in for this. So yeah. Pops and I finished the floor, although I will say Pops did the last 2 coats of it because I was doing the corners and then...
You don't have to say that.
Well, I just want to give credit where credit is due.
You don't have to maximize mine.
Oh, whatever. Here is the floor. Look at it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that is just so different than what it was. Look at this. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. We used that water-based polyurethane and I'm so happy we did because it kept it a little bit lighter. Here's our metal sheet out here. We're gonna cut this and that'll be like our stove pad. And then the bedroom. We still have to do the closet because the closet's going to be made up of like, you know, all that stuff. And we're going to bring out the cupboards so we can put those up pretty quick, I think. Pop's coffee already. All right, are you ready to take the cupboards out?
this is going to be the water line, and then about 3 foot over is going to be the power line that goes in and connects to that box back there. So they'll go like this. That power line will come in here and we'll run it up and inside, hit a box inside, and the water line will come right through here and come over and come right to this corner right here and go inside right in there. We'll come up into where the pressure tank is. So we're going to make this corner
Pressure
the
tank.
pump house really.
Yeah, and then the washing machine and the dryer will be.
Dryer right next to it.
It's gonna be sweet. And this is the Ditch Witch?
Yeah, Ditch Witch I think is a company name, but
Oh, it is?
Trencher is more general. I think it's almost like Kleenex. People
Right, they
like
just
tissue
call them
paper,
all that.
Kleenex, like a Ditch Witch is the same. But
Interesting. So this thing just starts digging down.
this is like a big chainsaw, basically, is what it is.
Oh yeah, you're
And
right.
it just instead of pulling dirt or instead of pulling wood, cutting through wood, it cuts through dirt. What this does is it pulls it back. This pushes the dirt. So this is
Oh,
going
to the
around
side.
Like this, as it pulls it back in here, it pushes the dirt off to the side. In that direction. At both ends, we're going to have to do some shoveling by hand.